It says we're live, so.
Okay, hello and welcome to our live stream. Hello and welcome to our live stream. It is Friday, December the 23rd. We thought we would film a live stream today for you because it is so close to Christmas. For those of you who celebrate Christmas and the holiday season, we thought that many of you might be off work today and that you could join us for the filming of the live class today. And we wanted to do a special class for you, so we thought it might be nice for us to come together live for today's class. So it's a pleasure to come together with you live. And we're just going to spend the next 15 minutes just coming together. So let us know in the comments if you're here. Type your name and where you're connecting from. Let us know if you're celebrating, what you're doing to get ready today, what yoga you've done today, maybe what yoga you'd like to do today. I've got a great class planned for you to let go of effort. Today we're going to do a yoga class to help you let go of effort. My name is Melissa. This is Yoga with Melissa, and we are real yoga for real people, as you know, to connect with your true nature. This is yoga so you feel better and move better and connect with your true nature. So Tim's going to let me know who's here so I can say hello to you. And I thought we would maybe talk a little bit about what's been happening in December. This December, any of you who follow me on Facebook or also on my other channel, on my secondary channel, know that I've been wearing dresses, and also I've been wearing dresses here as well on this channel to film my yoga classes. Know that I've been participating in something called Dressember. And so that means that I've been wearing a dress every day in December to help to end human trafficking. And this has been a great cause together with my team members, many of you who do these classes as well. Actually, I learned about it from one of my students, Nikki Ray, who also was here this summer. She lives in Ontario, but she came out to British Columbia. Her daughter lives in Vancouver, and she made a hop over to the island to visit me. We filmed a class together that's in our membership community. If you're a member and you have family members around this winter, this holiday season, be sure to do one of those classes. It's a partner yoga class, so you could do it with your partner, your husband, your wife, your partner. You could do it with your daughter, your son, your sister, your brother, or a friend. It's a really great class to do together, and Nikki and I had a lot of fun filming that. But anyway, I found out about Dressember from Nikki, and I was really taken by her doing it last year, wearing a dress every day last year to end human trafficking. And I had no idea that slavery was such a big deal. I thought it was something that had been abolished. And actually, there's more people sold into slavery now than ever before. So I want to say hi to Mary, who's here, and hi to Pam. Let us know where you're joining us from. It's great to have you here. And we're going to do a great class together today. So it's been great to do Dressember with her. And so Nikki's started our team. She called it Sunflower and Snowflakes. And Anya is here. Hi, Anya. Thanks for being with us today. Anya's here from Texas. Let us know what you're doing. Anya's from Ohio.
No. Anya's from Texas.
Anya's from Texas.
Mary's in Ohio.
Mary's in Ohio. Let us know what you're doing to get ready for the Christmas. Let me know if you're feeling the hustle and bustle of the season. We were talking about this in the membership community, actually. Every Monday we do live meditation classes, and I give a little teaching talk before, and then we have time to discuss our practice afterwards, and it's very intimate practice, and it's been very much a forwarding and unfolding of our practices. And we were talking about how even though we might not personally get uptight at this time of year, there's our personal body that might be very much grounded in practice and relaxed and calm, but that we're affected by more than our personal bodies. We're affected by our interpersonal bodies, and we're affected by the collective conscious as well. And so, you only have to go to a mall or go out in a car or go to the grocery store. Although we went to, you guys, no, I don't want to invite you all to come live on our beautiful, peaceful island. That might change the dynamic a bit. But, you know, we are affected by the collective conscious, and that energy comes around us. So when we practice, we affect the collective conscious as well. So doing practices that calm and ground can also help not only us calm and ground ourselves, but also the entire collective conscious. So doing this helps ourselves, it helps our families, and it's like the drop of the pebble in the pond. It helps, it ripples out into the world. And so even though you may stay calm, or you might think, why am I feeling anxious at this time of the year? I'm not particularly wound up about this one day of the year that's coming up in 2 days. But we are affected. We are affected by the collective conscious. We are affected by each other. We are all connected. And so that's why our practice is important. And especially at times of the year when things get wound up. And this tends to be one of those times of year. So that's why we're doing this restorative practice today. And we're going to be starting at 9 o'clock. We'll go right into our usual practice at 9 o'clock. I just want to give people time to come in and join us, and let us know if you're here and where you're joining us from. And let me know if you have any questions or comments. And I'm going to I can answer some of them before 9 a.m. Pacific, and I'll stay afterwards and we can have a little chat afterwards as well. So I want us to have some time together just to hang out as well. So who's here from Long Island?
Pam.
Oh, Pam. Hi, Pam. It's good to see you. Okay, so as I was saying about December, Nikki named our team Sunflowers and Snowflakes. And then it was great because so many of you decided to join our team. And also, those of you that didn't join our team this year, I think some of you will join our team next year. And you can even still join. It's not too late to join. But Pam from Long Island, actually, she supported our team. She gave our team some sponsorship dollars. So thank you, Pam, for that. That means a lot to us. Our team has raised almost $2,000, which is amazing. $2,000 goes a long way to help the victims of slavery. They actually go in and free slavery. Oh, Marika's here from Italy. Wonderful. Hello, Marika. So the way that they work, there's two organizations they work with. December is this, it was started by one woman who was a fashion blogger, and she just decided to set herself a fashion challenge to wear a dress every day in December, and then more and more people wanted to join her. And she decided that her heart was broken by this issue of human slavery, and she didn't think she could do anything about it.
Can you still contribute? Annie would like to know, can we still contribute?
Annie wants to know if you can still contribute. Yes, you can still contribute. Tim, can you put the link up for that? You can probably grab it from my Facebook page, like my post yesterday from Facebook has it. That would be wonderful. Thank you. We would appreciate your contribution. You can contribute all the way to the end of December and probably after that.
It's on your website too.
It's on my website too.
Is it?
Probably in my last vlog as well.
Okay.
So the way that it works is the December organization gives the money to other organizations that are more established. So these organizations are A21 and IJM, and they work with local communities that don't have very good justice systems, that have corrupt justice systems, to be honest with you. And they go in and they work with local law enforcement, and then they work with local social workers, and they go in and they prosecute people that are guilty. They pull people out of, they pull children and women out of horrific conditions, and then they prosecute them, and they bring justice, forward, and then they help the people that were in these terrible situations. The social workers help them reintegrate into society. So it's like a 4-pronged process, and each rescue operation costs thousands of dollars. So it's pretty amazing. Who? Jane. Hi, Jane from the UK. Jane's a member, and I can't read. Heike, yeah. Heike from Germany.
From Deutschland.
Thank you.
And hearts and prayers are going with those of people in Germany and Berlin, right?
Yes, we are thinking of all of you in Germany and Berlin right now. So I just want you to, our hearts and prayers, Tim says. So thank you for reminding me of that, Tim. Okay, so that's why we're doing December. And what time are we at here, Tim?
2 minutes to 9.
2 minutes to 9. Wow. I did it. I've almost filled 15 minutes. I was hoping you guys might have some questions or comments or something we could talk about, but I really appreciate you being here.
And we're new to this.
Yeah, we're new to coming on and doing a live stream.
Next time you can have a stream where you can see the questions there.
Did they have questions?
No, they've just been saying hello.
They've been saying hello. Well, we appreciate you saying hello and where you are, and we're going to get into our regular class now. I'll get you to take my computer from me, Tim.
Okay.
I had that there in case I wanted to pull things up. But I think we're going to be going live with the class now, just like we normally would. So I hope you have your mats out and you're all set to go, and we'll just take this into normally how we would. So you kind of got to see we're set up. Maybe I'm going to have a little drink of water before we get started. We're out of tea right now. Our car was in the shop all week. Poor Matilda the Mazda has been very ill, but now she is much better. She was, let's call it the spa, Tim. She was at the spa. She had a major tune-up.
All right.
Is it 9? I've got 9. Do you want me to start?
You can start anytime.
Okay. Sitting quietly, doing nothing, spring comes. The grass grows by itself. Zen proverb. Hello and welcome to Yoga with Melissa 363. This is real yoga for real people so that you can move better, feel better, and connect with your true nature. Thank you so much for joining us live today. I really appreciate all of you being here. And I'm excited that we can be together live today for our special right before it's like pre-Christmas, Christmas Eve, for those of you that celebrate Christmas. For those of you that celebrate in other ways, I'm just excited that we can be here at this special time of year. It was winter solstice just a couple of days ago. It's a very special time of year for turning inwards, for planting the seeds that will grow in the spring. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Today we are going to be continuing the Moving at the Speed of Our Bodies series, and we're going to be focusing on the theme of moving without effort. So I feel like for those of us that celebrate Christmas or even Hanukkah, any of the holidays, and we've got to come together and so much socializing, there can be a lot of effort that comes forward with that. And we can consciously choose to let go of the effort. It's not that we choose to let go of the action, because action is important in our world, but that we don't have to do it with so much striving and aggression and effort. We can let go of effort. So that's what we're going to do, is focus on letting go of effort. Today I have a testimonial from Donna Stone from YouTube, and she's talking about the last class that we did on moving at the speed of our bodies. And this was the class on the transitions between the poses. And this class was pretty eye-opening. It was pretty insightful, and it brought a lot of awareness for many of you. I heard from many of you on this one. Donna says, this class, along with the preparatory comments, well, they are a game changer. I did the video Saturday without giving it much further thought. On Sunday, I did a previous one still playing catch up. Yesterday, I caught myself rushing through to get the yoga done, the shake made, so I could get to the lake walk. And so the day went. And then my body-mind remembered to pause. And that I did. I had pauses built into my day when I was working. But having retired in July, my entire week, day, and months had been spent rushing to get through one aspect of the day in order to the next, thinking there would be a restful pause somewhere. But that never happens. So thankful for this catch. An old teacher would call it a click. Yesterday, the video clicked, and I took a step back between and in the midst of getting the housework done, shopping, and returns. With 30 minutes left to pause, the parking lot before a meeting, a friend for dinner. Thank you. Namaste. So thank you, Donna, for taking the time to let us know about your experience. And thank you to all of you who take the time to leave your comments on the website, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and iTunes. And as always, the most in-depth conversations happen in our membership community. I want to thank Squeezed Yoga Clothing for my clothes. For December, I have been wearing the dress, her squeezed dress, and I'm wearing red leggings today. And also thanks to Dusky Leaf for our props. Today, you're going to need a bolster in 2 blocks and a blanket. We're going to begin with our peace mantra. So bring your hands together at your heart center, making space with breath and a sigh. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvina Paditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So that mantra means protect us together, student and teacher. May our studies nourish us together. May we work together for the union of the good of all. May our studies be luminous and purposeful. May we live in harmony. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Okay, so we're going to start with a guided relaxation. So you can take your bolster and place it lengthwise on your mat underneath your knees so that you have some support underneath your knees. And you're going to turn your palms up beside you. And you're just going to rest into the ground. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And let it fall out of your mouth. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your legs supported by the bolster. Feel your pelvis on the ground. Feel your rib cage on the ground. Feel your elbows and arms on the ground. Feel your shoulders on the ground. Feel your head resting on the ground. And start to feel the tension and effort releasing down into the ground. So scan your body and become aware of any effort that you're exerting to lie on the ground. And when you find any effort, any struggle, any tension, know that you don't need to hold on anymore. You can give yourself permission to let go. And you can allow gravity to take the weight of your body and the burden of your responsibilities here. Bring your awareness to any struggle in your body as you are resting and letting go here on the ground. And let go of all striving, strain, and tension, allowing yourself to melt into the ground. As we're only a couple of days away from Christmas here, it's easy to get caught up in the energy of excess effort and struggle. But it's easy to get caught up in the excess energy of struggle and effort at any time of day. We can get caught up in that in trying to respond to emails, in driving in our cars, in completing any action in our day. We overwork and exhaust ourselves. And today, we're going to explore letting go of effort, starting right here on our yoga mats. So reflect on how this relates to you in your life and what life without effort would mean to you. Not life without action, but action without effort would mean to you. Decide what it is that you would like to create, sustain, let go of, or rebirth in your life. And set an intention of what you would like to receive from your practice today. And then from here, we're going to make our way over onto child's pose with the bolster. So you can bend your knees, roll to your side. And you can put your bolster in front of you. And you're going to open your knees wide. And you're just going to fold forward over your bolster, turning your head to the side. If this bothers your knees, you can lie on your back and hug your knees into your chest with your knees wide. Hold on to your opposite knees so you create kind of a sling for your knees here. So you have a choice whenever you do something, whenever you take action, to try harder, to exert more effort, or to let go, to allow yourself to flow naturally, with the world around you. When you are in action, you can focus on what you are doing with effort and allow your attention to go into your action, but you can do so without strain. So as you're in this restorative yoga pose, you can check in and see if there's any strain in this posture, any striving, any effort, and see if you can let go of that. So I noticed there was some strain in my shoulders, and so I allowed there to be a little bit more weight through my elbows, which let go of the strain in my shoulders. I allowed the tension to travel through my upper arm bones down through my elbows. That took some strain out of my neck and my shoulders. Now I'm noticing some tension in my hip bones. And I'm just breathing into that. I was noticing some clenching in my jaw. So I'm going to create some space between my teeth and allow my tongue to float in my mouth. I'm becoming aware of tension in my eyes, my eyebrows, and my forehead. So I'm allowing that tension to come forward, and then I'm allowing that tension to soften through my eyebrows, my eyes, and my forehead. So there's no need to hold on to tension in those spaces. I'm allowing that to soften. So continually scan your body. Notice where there's effort. Notice where there's tension. Notice where there's holding on. And you can soften, release, allow that tension to let go into the earth beneath you. So again, I noticed more tension in my neck. So I allowed my head to rest more heavily on the bolster so I wasn't holding on. Let my head be more heavy, my neck can relax. Okay. Here we're going to come into our next pose, which requires a little bit of setting up. And actually, Tim, I might get you to come and put my mic back on. So normally we would do a cut for this, so you get to see a little bit of behind the scenes here. Thank you. Okay. So for this one, you could leave the top part of your blanket there, but you're going to fold your blanket so that at the level of your belly, you have a little bit of a fold for your blanket. And then at the level of your feet, your bolster is going to be there. And then you're going to lie down over your blanket on your belly. Your feet are going to be up on your bolster. And then your hands are going to be overhead. And this is a version of downward facing dog. So your arms are in a T shape, in a like robot arm shape. It's kind of, robot arms is the best way to describe it. So restorative yoga is a fabulous container to practice without effort. We can come into the poses and allow the props to support us. Then when we come back into our lives, we can ask ourselves, how can we be supported? How can we go with the flow? How can we be conscious and aware and yet have ease as we go about our day? We can still do our work. We probably just don't need to try as hard most of the time. Just like our yoga postures. When we come into a pose like this, the yoga posture, the shape does its work on the body once we get into the shape. And when we meet our lives halfway with effortless action, we don't need to work so hard. Okay, you're going to slowly make your way out of this pose. And you'll put your bolster, you'll put your mat back on the ground. You've got your blanket set up like me. Let me know if you like that pose. That's one of my favorite restorative poses. It's a very nice, gentle inversion. I really like that one. We're going to do a reclined twist now. So you can put your bolster off to your side. I just got that up, no problem last time. There. Okay. So you're going to lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, your arms out in a soft T. Press into your feet. Take your hips over to the right side of your mat. Bring your knees up onto your bolster. It helps if you have your bolster a little bit on your mat because then it won't slide. The nice thing about putting your knees up in the bolster is that especially if you have tight shoulders, your whole back will probably be able to rest on the ground. So allow the tension to unravel and release from your body. Allow the effort, the struggle to let go through the twist. Notice where there's holding on and tension in your body. And see if there's anything you can do to release and drop and let that go down into the earth beneath you. And then from here, we're going to come back to the center, press into your feet, untuck your hips, allow your spine to unravel in the center. And then we'll go on the other side. So you'll take your bolster and just lengthen your legs out and roll it over to the other side. And as I said before, it helps to have part of your bolster on your mat so it doesn't slip. Unless you have carpeting, then this isn't even an issue. Press into your feet. Lift your hips, bring them over to the left side of your mat, and bring your bent legs up onto your bolster. And then look over your left shoulder. When you let go of effort, you are releasing tension from your physical, mental, emotional, and energetic bodies. This deeply relaxes your body, stills your mind, and calms your nervous system. Notice where there's tension or holding on, and see if you can let go. Relax even more. Feel your shoulder blades on the ground. Let them sink more heavily into the ground. Let your belly be soft. Feel the tension across your chest and your collarbones. Allow that to melt down through your shoulder blades and into the ground, the earth underneath you. And feel that spreading all the way across your arms and out into your fingertips. Allow your rib cage to soften. Feel your whole body melting into the ground. Then we're going to come back to the center again. Press into your feet. Untuck your hips. And then we're going to roll to our sides. Slowly make your way up for the last posture before our Savasana. You're going to need your bolster and 2 blocks. You put your blocks underneath your knees, the soles of your feet together, and you're going to lie back over your bolster. And you can choose where you want your bolster. I used to put it up at the base of my rib cage, and now I like it right at the base of my pelvis. So choose where on your back it creates the least amount of tension and most support. And also for your neck, where it feels the best. You can also put another little cushion underneath your head if your neck feels tense here. Take your arms out to the side. And you're going to rest here. See how much you can let go, particularly through your inner thighs, your hips, your groin here. Letting go of effort will open you up to the natural ebb and flow of life. It will help you open to a more compassionate understanding towards yourself and others, and it will enhance your emotional connection with yourself and those you love. Feel the gripping, feel the holding on. Allow yourself to go into it. And then let it go. So there's no need to hold on. There's no need to effort. Just letting go. Okay, from here we're going to make our way into our final resting posture. We're going to take Savasana lying on our sides. So for this, I'm going to suggest you use a pillow under your head and a bolster for your legs. So you'll put the bolster down like you had it for that side bend for the twist. And here's a pillow. So you're going to lie on your side with your knee up on the bolster. And that's how we're going to do Savasana today. This is a nice alternative for Savasana for people, for if you're pregnant. It's just a nice idea to vary up your orientation to gravity and to releasing tension into the ground. So you're going to stay here for your side lying Shavasana today. And I will sit up and read you a poem. This poem is called The Avowal by Denise Levertov. As swimmers dare to lie face to the sky, and water bears them, as hawks rest upon air, and air sustains them, so would I learn to attain free fall and float into Creator Spirit's deep embrace, knowing no effort earns that all-surrounding grace. As swimmers dare to lie face to the sky, and water bears them, as hawks rest upon air, and air sustains them, so would I learn to attain free fall and float into Creator Spirit's deep embrace, knowing no effort earns that all-surrounding grace. That's The Avowal by Denise Levertov. Okay, so from here, you're going to make your way up to seated, and we'll sit for 3 minutes with a mudra to close out our practice. So this mudra is the Ashvaratna mudra. And the way that it works is you're going to interlace all your fingers, and then you're going to extend your ring finger, your baby finger, and your thumb. So only your middle finger and your pointer finger are curled down still. And this mudra benefits it balances your earth, water, and fire elements, so that will allow you to go with the flow. It cuts through your eagle clinging. It cuts through eagle clinging, which will help you to let go of your need to control. And it gives you a new perspective on your choices in your life's path. So I felt that this will help you know that you don't need to try so hard. So let's hold this for 3 minutes. We'll sit with it for 3 minutes. Okay, I'm going to turn your left palm up, your right palm down, and we'll close out with our mantra. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to the happiness and freedom for all. So thank you so much for your practice today. As I was saying before we started the practice at the beginning of the live stream today, when we practice for our own personal bodies, it's like dropping a pebble in the pond. It has an effect out into the whole world, and it affects the interpersonal bodies. So when people's energy is really ramped up, when we relax our personal bodies, it has an effect on the interpersonal body, on the collective conscious. So know that by doing this practice, you're having a positive effect on the world. That's why we do that mudra at the end. We gather in the fruits of our practice for ourselves first, and then we offer out the fruits of our practice into the world. So that's what we're doing there. If you enjoyed this class, then please give it a thumbs up on YouTube. Thank you so much for all of you who enjoyed the live stream, who were with us for the live stream. Stay with us afterwards. I'm going to stay and have a conversation with you. You can start typing any questions or comments that you might have. I'm happy to stay and have tea with you afterwards. We put out a new class like this every single Friday. So if you're new to our channel, please subscribe. And if you know anybody who would enjoy this class or benefit from it, please feel free to share with them. Thank you for your donations. Thanks to Joshua, Donna, Hillary, and Carla, and especially to all of you who have been donating to the December campaign. As I say, our team has raised almost $2,000 to go towards ending human trafficking and slavery. You can also contribute to your time and influence in the next class, and also by staying here afterwards and joining in the conversation on the live stream. But my question for you is the following question. Where does effort creep into your body, or where does effort creep into your life? Where do you feel like you're trying too hard? Where does that show up in your body, or where does that show up in your life? I'd love to know in the comments. And if you would like a short 10-minute yoga for anxiety meditation to help with effort when it creeps into your life, then go to Yoga with Melissa 363 and scroll down, put your email into the opt-in box, and we would be happy to send that to you. Today we focused on letting go of effort. And every Monday in our membership community, we gather for live meditations at 9:30 a.m. Pacific and 5:30 Pacific, even all through the holidays. I'm meeting on Boxing Day and New Year's Day too. And we do a guided meditation that does a lot of releasing tension and effort into the earth. And we'd love to welcome you into our meditation community, but into our membership community. If you're not already a member, there's a link to do that below. And if you are a member, it'd be great to welcome you into that as well. It's the group that does that. Their practice is progressing at an incredibly rapid rate, and they're going very deep in their practice. Okay, so I'm sending you much love from beautiful British Columbia. May your joy be as deep as our ocean. May you be as rooted as the trees in our forest, and may you be as strong as our mountains. Om Shanti. Namaste. And as I said before, I am here now to, I'm going to be, I've got your, honey, can you pass me my glasses? I think they might be on the dresser in the bedroom, because there's no way.
Oh, sorry.
There's no way that I can be able to read this without that. I love seeing you all here. I can see there are lots of you here, and I'm so glad you like this class. I can see Anya said, super class, many thanks, I feel a lot better. Oh, this is going to be so much better. These are transition lenses. Oh, yes, okay. Mary says, this was a wonderful class. Tension creeps into my lower back and hips. Merry Christmas, got to do that shopping. I'm feeling much more positive to face the world, I bet. Heike says it comes into my stomach. Yeah, we all have those areas where we carry tension. Sometimes it's in our stomach, sometimes it's in our low back. I tend to carry it in my, want me to come over here? Oh, by the mic more, yeah. Sometimes I carry it like neck, shoulders, jaw, head. Everybody carries it in their own place. Anya says shoulders, neck, and hips. Jane says she loves the idea of live classes. She'd like more live ones. The last pose was the best for me. Once she put the cushion under her head, she could have stayed there all day. The side lying one, Jane? Heike says, Om, much love back. Om Shanti. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Donna did the class lying in bed in the winter sun by the window. Better than that. That's wonderful.
You missed the Reka up there below the stomach from Heike.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yep. Okay, so tell me, let me know if you have any questions for me or any comments for me, anything that you'd like to talk about now. I've got what time do you have to leave, hon? Tim, we've got a few minutes before Tim has to leave, but I can stay on for longer if you want, if you've got any questions or comments. So you guys are always shy with the questions. Let me see. Do you have any questions? Can you think of anything, Tim?
How do you like live streaming?
I like live streaming. I think it's an interesting way. I love that you guys come to the class, do it in real time. It's kind of like doing a class. It's nice when we can have a conversation together. So it's nice when people ask questions and then we can have a conversation. Were there any questions that came up during the class that we can go back to, Tim, that we can have a question about?
What about, what's it like that, you're some of the students that are around the world? I mean, that's pretty amazing. You've got Germany and Italy and Finland and Sweden, and I'm just like, it's pretty amazing.
Yep. So Mary said her husband practiced with her, so his sciatica bothers him a lot. Do I have any suggestions for sciatica? If Mary's a member, I think she might be. Mary Ponder might be a member. I'm not sure. If Mary's a member, then we have loads of classes in our membership community. We have a whole playlist in our membership community for sciatica. Then for sure do those classes. I'll show you one of the best poses for sciatica right now. The key thing for sciatica is to avoid straight-legged forward folds, whether you're standing or sitting. And then one of the best poses for sciatica is to do, oh, I can take the mic pack off now, right? Because we're not using this mic anymore. You want to come take that?
Just leave it to the side.
So the best pose for sciatica is this leg extension. Back bends are very good for sciatica too. So that would be my best advice for you. Don't do straight-legged forward folds. Sitting is terrible for sciatica. So just if he has a lot of job, yeah, and don't do those straight-legged forward folds. Like it seems it's counterintuitive. It seems like stretching, and then when anybody thinks of stretching, they think of doing straight-legged forward folds, like touching their toes. But yeah, avoid that. So that's a good question. Thank you for asking that. And the restorative poses would have helped a lot. We didn't have any straight leg forward folds in there. So there would have been nothing in there to irritate. Melissa, can you suggest an alternative heart opening poses? I can't twist or lie on my back.
Who said that?
Yoga Pam.
Oh, Pam from Long Island.
Can't twist or lie on my back. Alternatives to heart opening poses. I feel like I need to go away and think about that one, but I will go away and think about that one. Alternatives to heart opening poses. Can't twist or lie on my back. What about like Sphinx pose? Because that's not a twist or lying on your back. This is a great one. Tell me in the comments if you can do that one. And if not, we can go from there. And you can even use your bolster for this one. I love this one, and it's so nourishing for your kidneys. It's great for your adrenals and your kidneys. This is a great one for winter. And you can stay in it for a long time, quite restorative. Tell me in the comments, Pam, if you can do that one. I love that one. It's a nice yin one for the winter. Okay, great question. The notion of too much effort, Anya says, really spoke to me. That's what I tend to do in my work, like especially, and it's really exhausting in the long run. Okay, so the reason why I know that that's true is because I do it too, all the time. And I'm starting to learn not to do it. And let me tell you, it's really helpful. You'll have way more energy, and you'll have way less pain. You'll have way less pain in your body, and it pays off way big time. So, oh, no back bends. Scoliosis have taken over my practice. That's awful, Pam. Okay, I know you live in New York, so I would find somebody who specializes in scoliosis. I would look up Brooke Thomas, and I would find out who Brooke Thomas recommends for Rolfing in your area, and go see a really good Rolfer. And Rolfing is really hard to explain. ROLFING. But that's been another thing that's really helped me this autumn. Let go of a lot of tension in my body and really help put my body back into alignment. So definitely check out Rolfing. And I would say it's expensive for a treatment, but I've only had 3 treatments, and unlike when you go for massage therapy, it feels good till the parking lot, and then you got to go again. It's like the treatments have really helped, but you got to find a good Rolfer. Like I can't believe how well my treatments have held. So definitely, Pam has good. So definitely do that. Okay, we've got a fanboy here. Okay, any other questions before we wrap up here? These were really good questions. But Pam, I'll think about those.
Ooh, Mary's getting the membership for Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Mary. We look forward to welcoming you. The scoliosis, the sciatica classes will really help you. When you become a member, ask me about those and I'll give you the link to those. But just in the meantime, what I just showed you will really help. And we'll help you when you come in.
Looks like Pam's found a doctor.
Yeah, Pam, it sounds like you're in really good hands then. And yeah, it takes time. Scoliosis is a big deal. And I'm glad you have a Rolfer too. You live in the best spot. You've probably got the best people there. I think my computer just died. Okay, if there aren't any other questions, then I think we will wrap it up. And we'd be happy to do a live stream anytime. You guys can always leave questions in the comments, and I will answer them later. As you know, I do answer all your comments. And
Actually, ask them another question.
Yeah.
How is the sound today?
Okay, let us know. Can you let us know in the comments how is the sound? Was the sound okay? We used a boom mic. Is that what you call it?
No, that's just a microphone, like a cardioid. But it doesn't matter what kind of microphone, just the sound.
Yeah, we're curious how the sound was for you
We're gonna try and
today.
get it better for the next time.
Anya says the sound was great.
Thank you.
Tanya says, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're really changing my life with yoga. Whenever people say that, I'm not changing anybody's lives. I'm just the delivery system. Makes me sound like a cigarette. But you guys are doing the yoga. If you didn't come, like, I'm delivering yoga, but there are loads of people not doing yoga. You guys need to take the credit for doing your practice. It takes real dedication and discipline to come to your mats every day. So Tanya, you take some credit for doing your practice. You are changing your own life by doing this transformative practice. This is a transformative practice. Okay, glad the sound was good. Thank you for your feedback. Thanks for being here. And I really appreciate you guys doing this practice. You are changing the world through your practice. And I will see you next week. Namaste. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Where's Easter Bunny? Easter Bunny!